Okay, guys, well, welcome to our lesson for today. My name is Alistair. I am your teacher for today's conference lesson. And today is all about the environment. Okay, now the title is there, of course, Eco-Friendly Living, Sustainable Habits in English, discussing recycling, reusing, and giving green living practices. Okay, well, let's have a look at the content for the lesson today. So we've got 4 parts to our lesson. We've got the question, what is eco-friendly living? The second part, recycling, reusing, and reducing. Following that, number 3, talking about habits and actions. And also number 4. Okay, it's very hard to read, but green choices in daily life. Well, we will see each of these in turn. Let's start with number 1. What is eco-friendly living? So we've got an introduction to eco-friendly living here. Definition. Eco-friendly living means making choices that help the planet. It includes saving energy, avoiding waste, and using fewer resources every day. So eco-friendly living means making choices that help the planet. It includes saving energy, avoiding waste, and using fewer resources. Why does it matter? Okay, why it matters. Our daily actions affect the planet. Being eco-friendly protects nature, reduces pollution, saves resources, and cuts costs in the long run. It's about making smarter choices today to ensure a healthier world tomorrow in the future. So being eco-friendly protects nature, reduces pollution, saves resources, and cuts costs in the long term. So by being eco-friendly, we can reduce our own costs as well, which is obviously quite positive for a lot of people. It's all about making smarter choices today to ensure a healthier world tomorrow. Well, we're going to get into some vocabulary now. We've got some key terms and key vocabulary words that we can use in relation to today's lesson. Let's get started. I'll read through each word twice. Number 1, eco-friendly. Eco-friendly. Number 2, sustainability. Sustainability. Number 3, zero waste. Zero waste. Number 4, carbon footprint. Carbon footprint. Number 5, greenhouse gases. Greenhouse gases. Number 6, conscious consumer. Conscious consumer. Number 7, composting. Composting. And finally, number 8, upcycling. Upcycling. Okay, so we've got a nice range of eco-friendly vocabulary to start with there. Let's kick on and have a look at some useful verbs, also related to today's topic, of course. Number 1, to recycle. To recycle. Number 2, to reduce. To reduce. Number 3, to reuse. To reuse. Number 4, to save energy or to save water. To save. Number 5, to waste. To waste. Number 6, to conserve. To conserve. Number 7, to pollute. To pollute. And finally, number 8, to protect. To protect. Well, let's think about some example sentences using some of that vocabulary. So examples talking about lifestyles. I try to reduce plastic waste at home. We save water by taking shorter showers. My family recycles paper, glass and metal. I reuse glass jars to store food. I buy second-hand clothes to help reduce waste. Okay, some nice examples there, talking about lifestyle. Great, here we go. Let's move on to the second part of our conference lesson today, recycling, reusing and reducing. Recycling, reusing and reducing. The 3 R's. So the 3 R's explained. Number 1, reduce means using less. Reduce means using less. Number 2, reuse means using things again. Reuse means using things again. And number 3, recycle means turning old items into something new. Recycle means turning old items into something new. The 3 R's, recycling, reusing and reducing. Well, let's dive back into some more vocabulary, this time for some household items related to today's topic. Let's read through our list. Of course, I shall read each word twice. Here we go. Number 1, cloth bags. Cloth bags. Number 2, reusable containers. Reusable containers. Number 3, glass jars. Glass jars. Number 4, water bottles. Water bottles. Number 5, metal straws. Metal straws. Number 6, leftovers. Leftovers. Number 7, compost bin. Compost bin. And the last one, number 8, energy efficient bulbs. Energy efficient bulbs. Okay, some household items related to today's lesson topic. Let's put some into examples related to recycling. So we recycle bottles and cans every week. You should separate paper from plastic. This town has recycling bins on every street. Okay, now let's think about reusing in daily life with some examples as well. Here we go. I reuse glass jars to store spices. I reuse glass jars to store spices. We use cloth bags instead of plastic. She donates old clothes instead of throwing them away. And the third R, reducing. We've got some examples here for you too. Have a listen to these. I avoid buying things I don't need. We cook smaller portions to reduce food waste. I use both sides of paper before recycling it. Okay, all of those sentences related to reducing waste. Okay, well, let's move on to the third part of today's lesson agenda, talking about habits and actions. Talking about what you do. So you can use the present simple to describe your green habits, what you do in general. I'll read through each of these sentences twice. I recycle my plastic every day. I recycle my plastic every day. We ride bikes to work. We ride bikes to work. We compost fruit and vegetable scraps in the garden. We compost fruit and vegetable scraps in the garden. They upcycle old furniture into something new. They upcycle old furniture into something new. Okay, well, let's have a look at the next part. We've got some vocabulary, this time for expressing frequency. So try to remember the following adverbs. I'll read them all twice. Number 1, always. Always. Number 2, usually. Usually. Number 3, often. Often. Number 4, frequently. Frequently. Number 5, sometimes. Sometimes. Number 6, occasionally. Occasionally. Number 7, rarely. Rarely. Number 8, hardly ever. Hardly ever. And finally, number 9, never. Never. So we use these adverbs of frequency to express the frequency of our actions. We have an example, of course. I always turn off lights when I leave. So we can use these adverbs of frequency to describe the frequency of our eco-friendly activities. We also can make suggestions. Now, in English, we can use modal verbs to help us structure suggestion sentences. We're going to use 4 here. Number 1, should. Number 2, can. Number 3, must. And number 4, could. So we can use these to give advice, make a suggestion or recommendation. You should recycle more. We can start a compost bin. People must act now to save the planet. Okay, I'll read through those again. You should recycle more. We can start a compost bin. People must act now to save the planet. Well, let's have a look at our first dialogue for today. Here we go. It's between A and B, those good friends, A and B. Okay, A. Do you recycle in the office? B. Yes, we have bins for paper and plastic. That's great. We should do that too. It's easy and makes a difference. Maybe we can talk to our manager about getting bins. Good idea. I'll help you set it up. So there's a dialogue, possible dialogue at work. Let's think about a possible dialogue with friends. Again, we've got A and B. A. I've started using a bamboo toothbrush. B. Cool. I use shampoo bars now. We should go shopping at the eco market. Let's do it this weekend. And bring our cloth bags, of course. For sure. No more plastic bags for us. Wonderful. Okay, well, I've got an open question for you guys. If you want to respond, by all means, you can do in the chat. If you do not wish to respond, you do not need to. You're under no obligation to participate. But the question stands, here it is, do you recycle in any way? If you do, either at home or at work, write what you usually do in the chat. So take a moment to participate if you wish. Okay, great. We've got some responses straight away. Yes, I'm having a compost bin. So, well, yes, I have a compost bin. Okay. Very good. Yes, at work we recycle plastic. Great. Ord says, me too. Great. Okay. Anyone else want to add anything to our chat? We reuse things. Absolutely. At home, I also do the same. I also do the same at home. Okay. I separate plastic. I'm used to taking cloth bags to do shopping. Absolutely. And you have several sorting garbage cans at home. Okay. So yes, you've got some recycle bins or recycle garbage cans at home. So recycling bins, we have several. Okay. And I buy my clothes on Vinted. Absolutely. Of course, Vinted is a great upcycling application, very popular in France and the rest of Europe as well, I think. Okay, so there are things that we all do at home. Oh, that's a good one. Turn off the light when I leave a room. Okay, very good. Yes, I have two young children, and asking them to turn off the light and turn off the water, it seems to be one of my full-time jobs at home. But we've got another example there. Yeah, we must take care with water. Absolutely, we must take care with water to reduce our use. Absolutely. Okay. We try not to travel too far. Okay, we try not to travel too far. Of course, we're all aware of the effects of cars and airplanes, the effects that they have on the environment, and reducing the amount of journeys that we take reduces the pollution related to it. Okay, well, guys, great examples, great participation. We're going to continue. Okay, but thank you everybody who participated there. Wonderful. So let's move on to this part then. Green choices in daily life. So the last part of the lesson today. Green choices in daily life. So sustainable shopping. Okay, so what does this mean? Sustainable shopping. Buy local fruits and vegetables. Take your own bags to the store. Choosing eco-friendly cleaning products. Okay, so these are examples of sustainable shopping. Buy local fruits and vegetables. Take your own bags to the store. Choose eco-friendly cleaning products. Okay. And also, green choices in daily life related to transport and energy. Okay, so that was highlighted in the chat. So what must we do? Well, in an ideal world, we could take public transport to work. We could think about installing solar panels on the roofs of our houses. We could charge our electric cars at home if we have them. So take public transport to work. Think about installing solar panels, charging your electric car at home. These are green choices in daily life related to transport and energy. Okay, so at home, we've got some green tips, of course. Some of them mentioned in the chat, at home, turn off lights when not using. Of course, we mentioned that in the chat. The second one, unplug chargers when not in use. Okay. And the third green tip at home, use natural light during the day. So turn off lights you're not using, unplug chargers when not in use, and use natural light during the day. Okay, now let's think about the kitchen. Okay, so what are some green tips in the kitchen? Compost food scraps. Okay. Use cloth napkins instead of paper. Okay. And freeze leftovers to avoid waste. Okay. So these are some green choices in daily life related to our behaviour in the kitchen. Compost food scraps. Use cloth napkins instead of paper. Freeze leftovers to avoid waste. Okay, now the theme of the environment, it generates opinions. So we've got various ways to express opinions related to environmental issues here. Here we go. I'm going to read through each of these twice. I think everyone should try to be more eco-friendly. I think everyone should try to be more eco-friendly. In my opinion, schools should teach green habits. In my opinion, schools should teach green habits. I believe small actions make a big difference. I believe small actions make a big difference. I think people should walk or bike more. I think people should walk or bike more. In my opinion, saving water is everyone's job. In my opinion, saving water is everyone's job. Okay, well, we are coming towards the end of the lesson for today. We just have our conclusion to summarize the conference lesson. So have a listen to our conclusion. In conclusion, living sustainably is not just a trend, it's a smart, responsible choice. By practicing small daily habits, speaking about them confidently in English, and inspiring others, we can help build a greener world. Okay, guys, well, it just remains to thank you all for your attendance and participation today on my behalf and, of course, everyone here in the Cercle de Langue office in Paris. There they are. But thank you once again, everybody. That's it for today. I hope you have a great week, and I hope that you will be able to join me here next week. Take care. Bye-bye.